will do. There you go.
Alrighty, let us take a look. Bum 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 bum. Oh hey, you're Diamond 2.
Yeah, up and down
Nice.
it goes.
I see, I see. Let me turn on my screen share so you can see what I'm seeing. All right, let us take a look. Wow, that was an ad. Okay. Playing Jhin and Ezreal. Interesting, interesting. I guess that's your picks for this meta, is it?
Yeah, just for the meta. I tried
Okay.
out Jinx as well, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
No, but I don't think she's super terrible because she spikes pretty early with Rune and Storm Razor, I think, compared to other crit ADCs, in my
Could be
opinion.
good. Could be good.
But
Well, if it works for you, then by all means.
yeah.
Do you remember what we talked about last time in terms of things that you could be looking at to improve on?
We talked a lot about map awareness and a little bit about mechanics.
Okay, okay.
I think
Then I
was
guess
like the main things.
we'll see what's going on now. Is it just also this video is this one
Oh,
the
it's
the
spicy.
other.
Oh, it's probably some copyright. Fuck.
Oh really? Oh
I think
no.
so because I got like a mail about it.
Oh no.
But we
Well,
can look at the Jhin game. I'll find another Ezreal game
hmm. So,
because yeah.
what do you think seems to be the what's stopping you from climbing, or is it like not sure?
Uh, I don't know. I feel like right now, every time I win, it's because I have better top lane, and every time I
Oh
lose,
my
it's because
god,
my top lane loses. So
Mm.
literally, like
I know what
it
you mean.
feels like I'm even all the time, and
Yeah, it's pretty important. Like sometimes it feels like this Aurelia is ahead now. It's like Dunzo, right? Or something like Vladimir or some crazy shit nowadays. Oh my god, very nice. Very nice. What is he doing? He's dying. Oh,
struggling.
oh, oh,
Nah, it's
oh. No
debating.
first shot. Okay. Yeah, he was just
No
baiting, I
merge.
guess. Is this a?
Yeah,
I
this
don't
is a four
understand.
man
Is
right
this
at like
Kled?
2 minutes. It's Kled
What just
jungle.
what just happened? Okay, he just
Yeah,
ganked you guys from behind. Okay, so this is
try.
actually this is rep awareness, but this is also super strange, dude. Like
It's
I've
really
never seen
cheesy.
this
I
shit
don't know.
before. So I think you're dying here, even if
Yeah,
you
I'm
flash.
dying,
So
and I'm like,
you
there's
just
no
you just
chance to
die
kill
here.
her, so
Yeah,
I just don't.
there's not much you can
Uh,
do. Okay, so things to look out for. So whenever we die to some kind of like level 2 cheese, it's always like what happened, right?
mm,
So the answer here is kind of whenever they can gank for whatever reason, right? Honestly, I thought you were safe because this ward here, if he did
yeah,
blue,
yeah,
who would have thought he would have done buff to buff and then straight bot? But
yeah.
the general rule of thumb is when you're pushing, right? You
Mm,
don't want to trade because unless your jungler's on this side of the map, right? Because if you trade and you have no HP, the jungler comes out, you guys are dying, right? Which is
mm.
in essence what happens. But I think that looked so good. You guys
Yeah,
kind of got baited, right? It looks
blindsided. Yeah,
it looks so good.
yeah,
Like he
exactly.
came back and he's like, "What is he doing?" And then
Yeah,
he was just acting. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I would say for something like this is not something you should worry about too much. Yeah, this is not gonna
yeah.
happen too often. You
It's
don't see
quite
this.
random. Yeah,
You don't see this very often, right?
yeah.
If this is becoming the norm, like Pantheon level 2 ganking or whatever Kled level 2 ganking, yeah, whatever. I don't know what this is, but like what the fuck, right? If it becomes the norm, then it's something definitely take a look at. But in terms of regular laning, don't worry about it too much. I would say. Um, I'm pretty sure most people would have gotten baited by that karma. Just straight up running back. That was really interesting. But yeah, the way to prevent that is still the same kind of ideas. If you don't know where they are and you think they're ganking or they can gank, you should assume that they're coming and you shouldn't trade, right? Which is essentially what happened. But let's take a look. Hold up, what's going on here? Does this
Yeah,
guy
this one
have
wants to back
teleport?
because he has TP.
Well, okay. I guess since he's basing, we're just saying to push. Sure. I think another option we can take is if we had scouted it out before we use our W, we can
Stop
uh,
it.
yeah, let it
Yeah.
freeze, right? Especially
Oh,
since
yeah.
Rakan has no flash, I think, or something. So repeat gank is incoming, but I think pushing here is fine too. Let's see. Oh, okay, pushing base. I think that's fine. You don't really have anything else to do. It's coming back to you. Sure. I don't know why Zach is here. Unless you
Yeah.
can get this. Unless you can get this karma. Oh, she's not walking up. So.
Yeah, because she doesn't have flash, so
Right.
it's
Right.
a
Right.
possibility.
Is there also anything else wrong with this picture? With this
I
gank?
mean, they have a big ass wave, and we don't know what our jungler is.
The wave can be fine as long as you guys aren't inside. Yeah, you don't know where the jungler is. Like,
Yeah.
because if the fight happens up here, right, you can see where my mouse is.
Yeah,
Then
it's not a
these,
problem if it's a free
yeah, these
versus
minions
two,
should be fine.
but
But
like,
yeah, the jungler is bot side. So yeah,
yeah.
right on the mini map, we're like, oh yeah, you know, he's bot side. This counter gank is coming. So oh, what the hell? Oh, this is not working.
Clean as
Oh
fuck.
my god, what the fuck? This is working.
Unlucky,
Oh no, it's not
I
working.
can't reload.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, so let's talk about this. What happened?
Well, I just want to, yeah, CC as well. I should probably save W for Karma.
Yes, right.
But we swapped targets, so like I thought we were gonna focus Ezreal in the beginning.
In terms of so if he had hit this knockup, you know, okay, Rakan was the big screw up here, right? But the big idea is that yeah, you can get the Ezreal. And I think this is a really good follow-up in normal circumstances, but I think people are aiming the wrong. People are aiming weirdly, right? We're going for different targets, and then Rakan missed both targets. So in terms of like making sure that what we do is gonna work, we can always save onto our W.
Yeah.
Right. Because what happens is that he's gonna get bounce housed, and then what is he gonna do? He's gonna E out and then flash. Right. And then you aim karma. Or maybe he's gonna E out and then you immediately W and then he flashes. Well, you're getting his flash anyway, so in either circumstances you would want to save your W, right? But honestly, you could also say this is unlucky because Rakan just straight missed. So I won't worry about this too much either. It's just if this is something that happens often, then you know that you want to save your W. Also, I would have tried to say something like backping here, right? Because we know this is unlikely to work if their jungler is bot side, but he did show right before you guys did this. So he showed like mid or something, right? Well, he's pretty close. So I would call this off until you knew where Cloud was, because you know, he's right here. What happens?
Yeah, then we just fucked.
It's unfortunate, right? Or he's over the wall with the blast cone. It's like karma's baiting again, right? So yeah, and then of course, you know, Zach does die. So Clyde is down here, and now the game is kind of what face, right? So this is very much a game about the early game goes wrong. How do we recover? I think.
Yeah.
Right. Not every game is gonna start with you going even or you getting a lead, right? So the mid game is gonna be very important for this game. Oh, that's not working. Oh.
I'm just like, I have no mana, so it was pretty interesting.
Oh wait, what happened? What happened? Okay, we got the bounce house. Oh.
And there, I think we should just turn around. But I don't know. Like after she hits that, we can't really get in. So it's, I don't know.
I think it's a nice look, but
yeah, and just cancel it now, and then it's pushing towards.
Can't finish it. You guys are dead to cut out, or he's gonna freeze this, and you guys are screwed. Oh, okay, he didn't freeze. Okay. Boots first, I think is probably fine. I think you're going rapid fire, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I'm like going Stormbracer and Fire Cannon.
Oh, I see.
So
I don't know
like,
about. I haven't seen a single Jhin, but it seems kind of dicey in this
I
meta.
actually kind of like it with Stormbracer and Fire Cannon and then IE.
Okay, that's good. So we're seeing a lot of things that don't work. Okay, so a lot about solo queue nowadays is not just making sure that what we're doing is correct. It's also making sure what our team is doing is correct, because you always have a say. Right? You actually have a big say, because the team will listen to backpings if someone thinks something is going wrong. They're like, oh, okay, you're probably right, because I didn't think it through enough, right? So when it comes to kind of macro gameplay, right, we can't just always focus on ourselves nowadays. It's just not gonna work, right? Otherwise your team's gonna do some stupid shit like Baron, and then you're like, oh, we lose, right? Instead of that, you would say something like, oh, let's spam back ping so we don't do this Baron, because they have like Xerath or whatever that's still alive. So in this case, it's the kind of same idea where you're trying to do a gank, and then how do you know this gank isn't working? Or how do you know this gank is gonna go disaster or should go disaster?
I mean, it's the same as before that we don't know where that jungler is really, and
Right. So
like he's
under what kind of circumstances do you need for a gank like this to work when the jungler is here?
they need to have sums down.
Wait, say again?
They need to have like flashes down or something, I would say, for a sec to get a clean engage, and then we can actually like burst maybe Karma.
Yeah. Essentially, you need to burst someone. Well, I like to
Yeah.
say you need to, one shot someone, right? So
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in a 3v3 situation, which is what this is. This is like our puzzle, right? We have a 3v3. Who's chasing in this case? We're chasing because we're ganking, right? So what kind of advantage do we need to get out of this chase in order for it to beat out the disadvantages of being chased? Oh, we need to instantly kill someone, or you need some massive value, or something, or maybe you guys have a hidden man advantage because you have a TP from top and they don't, right? I don't know, but you need something here. So if you want this to work, he's got to die immediately. So how does he die? How does he die immediately here if he has flash?
He doesn't.
Right. So what level? You guys need to be level 6, right? That's the goal here. Is if you're level 6, you can insta kill him, right? And then you can say, oh, we can win this 3v3. But if you don't have level 6, there's no way, right? Especially since Aurelius TP is gonna do a lot more than Fiora's TP, right? So there's no way this is gonna work, right? Theoretically, it should be impossible, right? Which is exactly what happens, right? She honestly, she didn't even need to have flash, and I think you guys are still losing, in a way. Oh, at least you guys get away, so that's good. Oh my God, you're gonna get her, aren't you? Oh, come on. Oh my God, you're gonna get someone. This is a W. Wait, this Ezreal killed himself. Oh my God, he flat. Wait, why did he do that? Wow, it's pretty spicy, but somehow you guys are getting away with it. Probably because they come back into your minion wave and start eating a bunch of damage, or
because we had a really huge slow push.
Yeah, they're look at this. He's chasing into all your minions, so I don't know what they're doing.
Karma is tanking as well.
Yeah, pretty spicy. But this is actually turns out to be really good. So
I mean,
looks like this huge minion wave turned out to be one of the reasons why you can chase and still win, because they chase back and then they're taking your shit ton of minions, right? So some kind of interesting stuff going on, but good response by you. Saved by mechanics, basically. Oh, and then really close. Nice try. This is kind of awkward. If you die here, you should be okay, right? He's dropping. You're gonna flash on this guy. Okay. Oh my God, you're dude. It's okay. You're still fine, right? You're still fine. He got level 6. Oh, you don't want to walk up. Oh, okay. 5 mana. Oh, very nice, dude. Very nice. So how do you lose this game? You basically saved the laning phase in this one fight after the first back. That's really good. Impressive. He comes back again. Okay, Karma has no flash, so this is a higher chance of getting of working. Oh, Cled's bot side though, so this is kind of awkward.
I think Zach just abandoned top lane because she was like hard losing, and then he wanted to like make bot hard winning. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty done though. Looks
it's
like we're trying to help this guy. This is not gonna work. Oh, okay. If Rakana gets here in time, you can do it. But how come we cancel this?
Because the bot lane was close. They could follow and collapse.
So
I found it pretty risky.
If you go for this play, how fast is it?
It's pretty slow, and they can also push in bots. I don't know.
Okay, I would agree that it might be going really slow, because even though you have Rakan, you're playing Jhin, so it might be hard for you to kill someone after they wind wall. But this is better for sure. Oh, okay, and then you just kill this guy. Sure. Cled's coming, but he doesn't have his mount, so this is an ulti. What's going on? Oh, okay, he already used his ulti. Never mind. Oh. You don't want to be. You just got TP'd on. Oh, you're down to Yasuo. Okay, so this is just a game of. You could actually say this game is pretty unfortunate, right? The big ideas I think in this game are something like making sure that when our gank or our jungler is coming, we know if we want this gank or not, right? Because a lot of these ganks had the potential to be disaster pretty much every time, I think. Of course, there was the early gank, but I think that's understandable, right? We did recover from that. Beyond that, it's very much of something like once you get this Ezreal, you know what's the idea here?
Yeah, we should just run, but
Yeah, you gotta run because you know that you have less people, right? So
yeah.
this is the what's it called? The exception to fighting with less people is you can insta kill someone, right? So you're gonna insta kill him and you gotta get out because you don't want to continue in any way, shape, or form, right? Because even though this looks kind of juicy, how do you kill her?
Yeah, we can't really because I can't use the cooldowns.
Right, she'll walk away, and then not only that, but if you guys chase a target you can't kill, and you have less people, then there's no way it's gonna work, right? So after you get him, you need to run, right? Is the idea. Of course, in this game, in this particular instance, maybe you couldn't run because Aurelia's on the way, but I think you would have a better chance if you guys straight ran, right? It would be the better option pretty much every time, no matter what the enemy top laner is, right? Because if she tries to go for you guys, maybe Rakan can help stall long enough for her to not one shot you. I don't know. You guys are still probably dead, but that's the idea in this. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of decision making you want to see when you have less people, right? Is what should you do at any given situation, right? Oh my god. Oh, that's kind of awkward.
I thought he might go in, so.
Right. But when we're doing Jhin Rakan, when we're doing like Jhin setup or follow up, right? How do you do the setup? Like, so when I say by setup, I mean you go first and then they use their follow up to CC, right? So let's say you have a brand support, you go first and then brand can land his stun easily, right? Versus follow up, which is brand goes first, which you lands the stun and then you press W, right? Which is pretty simple. How would you do the setup here?
I mean, if I had to set up for Rakan, I would have to root her, so I'd have to auto take W her. But if I walk up to her, she can just ult Q me.
Right. So there's no real setup here unless you can find a way in, right? So we will call this like we kind of now he can't go in because there's no follow up.
Oh right?
I think we do use our W probably too early in the laning phase, right? Like before when Zach is ganking, we're trying to follow up by using W on Ezreal, but it wasn't very effective, right? Our W value could have been much better, right? Maybe it could be like, oh, we need to save it for this particular instance, like hitting Karma, for example. I would say
with the Ezreal, isn't it kind of greedy to hold it?
Oh no, not at all. You always want to be greedy, right? You always want to be maximum greed, especially when you know they have no flash, like on the support, right? Or unless you know that this W is gonna be really good for whatever reason, then you want to hold on to it, right? Because let's say if Rakan landed his knockup off your W, it'd be very good. But just because he screwed up, our plan didn't work because he screwed up, right? Versus if we held it, our plan is gonna work no matter what. No matter what Rakan does, right? Is the kind of the difference between the two, right? And the outcome's still very good. So you'd rather go for the kind of the play that doesn't need your team to do anything. You know what I'm saying? So this game's kind of in the dumpster. You can still probably win, but since you're playing Jhin, it's kind of hard, right? There's not much you can do, right? Aurelia gets ahead, and Yasuo Clay get ahead, it's over. You can't kill anyone, right? This is why I'm just like Jhin feels bad this patch because even if you have 10 kills here, I think you're still losing, right? Okay, maybe we can do something here. This is a fat ulti. If he gets another one, okay, nope. Just push this out. Oh, okay, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Okay, we come to save the tower. But the problem with this is that we're just losing a bunch of minions. Yeah. So in this case, you just say fuck top because it doesn't matter what you do. You guys are losing that anyways, right? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe we can save the tower, but what do you get out of going? You lose mid instead, right? Yeah. It's like it's not we're caught between a bad option and a worse option. So when in doubt, you want to push out whatever lane you're at because this travel time that you're doing is taking up time you could be pushing out waves, right? So yeah, I think we're just missing a bunch of minions here. And if you were gonna come here, you got to keep going. You got to get that next wave too. Otherwise, your team loses another 12 minions, right? Because what happens is, let's say Aurelia is there, Can you 2v1 her?
No.
I would say, she's 30%, right? So she's coming from the bush. You stand on
You
this
mean if
this
she
fucking
stays?
wall. Yeah, if she
Okay,
stays, you guys are
I
okay,
thought you
right?
meant like if
Oh,
she
no, no, no.
reloads
Yeah, if she's
and
full
came back.
HP, you guys are
Yeah,
done. There's
hell
no
no.
way. That champion's cancer. But you should know that, since you just saw her back off here, like let's see. Oh yeah, look, right? So she has some mana. I would say she can do full combo, whatever. Maybe she has ulti, but she's half health. So I think you guys could be okay. And you have flash. So you need to push out as hard as you can. Right, you need to make as much money as you can here.
Okay.
So you just gotta push this out all the way. Otherwise, if you do it like half-assed like this, you guys lose 2 minions at least, two waves at least, right? So there's no way you're gonna have enough money to do anything this game, right? Even though you have a bunch of kills, we need more than just kills, I think here. Let's try on the W. You guys are getting some stuff, but Yasuo and Aurelia are going crazy. In this case, whose job is it to base?
It's not mine.
You gotta push, right? You gotta push. You always gotta keep pushing. You gotta be super greedy. Like we're losing too many minions by running back and forth between lanes. That's not supposed to be our job, right? You'd rather have Zoe base and then try and do something with Zach rather than you
base. In a
base.
situation like this, you just stay in bot lane and just wait for the mid laner to back or not back.
Yeah, you just maybe you spam ping or something. You're like, oh, you gotta go bot, but I mean you gotta go mid. But if you go, you get dope, right? Or maybe if you're in Rakango, maybe you can save it, but it makes more sense for your mid laner to deal with it, right? So that you guys can push and then threaten Ezreal on their tower, for example, right? This guy's dead. Yeah, you just wanna push by here. You can't fight that Rift Herald. You just try and make as much money as possible. So this game is about what do you do when your team is not doing so well, right? And the answer is gonna be you need to help yourself whenever possible, right? So I think we missed a few extra waves we could have gotten by not helping ourselves, but that's essentially what you need to do. But in this example, once you clear these minions, what should you look to do?
I mean, there's fighting mid lane and Fiora dead, so they can siege, but there's also top lane pushing in. I don't know if I should just give bot to it and go top.
You should take a look mid to see if you can ulti something, but because if you're right, but you're regenning, right? It's not like you're regenning mega slow. Maybe you can land a W, or maybe we could have saved Q or something. But looking mid here, I think could be viable. Sometimes you can't help them, so you stay here. But like they all end up being super low, right? So I think if we had some kind of flank and then ulti, oh yeah, definitely we can help, right? So how do we know we can go mid instead of at what point do we know we can go mid? After you helped yourself.
When I cleared the wave.
Yeah, when you kill everything, right? Then you can go, right? Remember, it's all about pushing waves and clearing waves when it comes to making money. So you just cleared a wave, you can go take a look, and then if it looks like disaster, maybe you can still go help anyways because you can clear waves after your team dies, right? Clearing waves mid is gonna be the same as clearing waves bot. You're getting the same amount of money, and if you don't go mid, they're gonna come to you and dive you. So I think there we could have taken a look, right? So. This replay is very much about what do you do when the game's going to shit, right? So same thing here. You want to push out mid, right? If you're mid, you want to stay mid, right? Until something happens otherwise. Like Zoe's already going bot, right? There's too much time being wasted by traveling back and forth when you don't have to. Right now we're like kind of sharing a lane, which is kind of awkward. It's too much time being spent going back and forth, and then we're not really in position to do much, right? We got like less farm than we should have, and we can't help our team. Versus maximize farming and making sure, there's definitely no way we're gonna go help because for whatever reason it's disaster, right? Okay, this doesn't look too good unless Rakan's not ulti. There's no way. So this fight's going poorly. You gotta run. Fast forward, we need to run, but in essence. That's kind of where we went wrong. If we could have done something to win this game, it is make more money, right? Because how much CS do we have at this time frame?
Yeah, not great.
I would say
7.
We have 140 at 19 minutes, right? So it's not the end of the world, but we did miss at least like 4 waves somewhere. So add 30 to that score, right? And then maybe we can do something in these fights. Okay, nice try on the root, but honestly, there's nothing to do here. I think you want to just heal. Oh, he's dead. Good champion, by the way. Oh, he got away. Nice route. But yeah, this game is pretty much how do you play the game when there's a bunch of chaos going around. So remember that the bottom line is you want to maximize your farm unless you can help for sure. Okay, you want to maximize your farm unless you can help for sure. Okay, this guy is actually gonna kill everyone because we dumped too much damage in her W, I think. So let me watch this. God, this champion is so dumb.
Yep.
So yeah,
Very interesting indeed.
you just can't do anything. In this case, this is just like, how do you play against Aurelia? Stay away from her, and then you just have to stay away from her. Your team's dying, whether or not you can help this, right? This is one of those situations where you don't want to fight her unless you know you can win. And of course, maybe it's like, oh, maybe we should save our fourth shot for after her W is over, or something like that. Yeah. But well, did she even W it? Like, I can't even tell. She just
I
so
don't
tanky.
think she did.
Alright, it's just broken ass champion. Yeah, it's just broken ass champion. So you don't want to fight this. You don't want to fight this unless you know you're winning for whatever reason. Yeah. So this is Aurelia is so dumb, right? Not much you can really do. Okay, nice try here, but you have the same kind of ideas going on where we need to save our W, right? Because he's just going to shield it, right? Okay, we can win this fight. Just kill this guy. Hit the closest target. Aurelia's coming, but maybe we can mop this up before it gets here. Nope, you gotta run. Oh, we're dead. He's gonna walk up and then kill us, right?
Done, so.
Yeah, this champion is super AIDS, but that's the reality of the game nowadays. Is that everything that is being picked right now just does this to you, right?
Yep.
Doesn't matter what it is. Vladimir, right? You're within range, you're dying, right? Aurelia, right? Vladimir, sometimes Swain, but I think that's less common, right? All these champions are kind of seems good, right? These champions seem. Oh my god! Oh, she's getting out too. Oh my fucking god, dude. Okay. There's not much you can do because you're playing this champion, but the things that you can do that are not champion specific are mid-game ideas, right? Where I think there are too many times where we can be helping ourselves, but we don't, and then we end up like basing or something, and our time isn't being used wisely, right? I would say. Another thing is this champion is just, I think, limited by the amount of stuff he can do. Like he'll win if his team is winning, but if his team is losing, like you remember how I was like, if you have 10 kills, you probably still can't win. That's probably what's gonna happen in this game, right? Unless they have some massive Baron throw, right? There's just no one can stop Aurelia. Your Fiora doesn't count as a person anymore. So the real things to look at are if you want to talk about mechanics, it's usage of W, right? I think too many times it's just straight wasted, right? If we want to talk about the mid game, we need to pick up farm when things aren't really going our way, right? So let's say if we're mid, you stay mid, right? If you go bot, you stay bot, right? Unless for some reason you can help, that's when you move. Yeah. Okay, you only move when you can help, right? But you need to stay in this lane or whatever lane to keep pushing, right? Let's back it up to the crazy stuff. Okay, let's take a look. Of course, situations like your team dying makes it hard for you to figure out what to do. Like here in this case, where should I help this? Probably not. Should I fight this? Maybe, right? You guys just have less people,
that's
so
just we gotta pick as well.
Yeah, you gotta run, but your team being in such a bad spot is kind of leading into these situations. But we just kind of had to deal with it, right? So this is just a game of how well can you deal with disaster, right? And it's still the same principles of like, oh, they're ganking you, you have to not trade when you're pushing, and make sure your flash is on, right? And make sure you have full HP, right? Which is the case of the level 2 gank. Case of the level 2 gank or whatever, right? That's really strange, but I wouldn't worry about that as much. But then the cases where Zac is ganking and you don't know where the jungler is, I would immediately be like, this is not working. You gotta stop this. Stop the madness before it happens, right? Anything like we're trying to do something when we have less people, it has to be fast, like 2 seconds fast. Otherwise, they're gonna collapse on you. You are gonna die, right? Those kind of concepts still apply, and kind of your team makes it so that if you make a small mistake, everyone's dying. But I think we can still work with that, right? But the big idea here is kind of in the mid game when things are not going our way. How do we use that to our advantage? Right? How do we make ourselves strong? So let's fast forward back to these spots. Also, did you figure out what happened to the Ezreal replay?
No, I wouldn't look too much at it. I only have one screen, so it's
okay. We can try and have you screen share it if you have it on
yeah, I have it
on
recorded,
Drive.
so I can screen share.
Right. We can try doing that. But something like this, right? You just give up top here. You just need to push, right? You need to push. It doesn't matter what happens. As you just need to make sure you're making as much money as possible, right? Like if you wanted to go top, you got to kill all these minions first, right? Because no one's getting these minions is the problem. And then if you want to go top, then you got to push out all the way, right? Because she can't stop you for whatever reason. Us not being able to get the money that's kind of free is hurting our ability to carry the game, right? You're not gonna have enough money to win the game, right? Which is why a lot of people are sometimes like, oh, even if I have good scores, sometimes I can't win. Is because even if you have a good score, you might not be getting as much money as you could be, right?
Yeah. I think I'm way more like the thing with running around from lane to lane and trying to like catch the waves or like help in a sort of way. I don't know. I think I do that way more often, like when I'm behind.
Right, I used to do that
course,
as well.
But I don't know.
It's not quite correct, right? It's actually oftentimes a mistake because you need to you're just losing time, not doing too much, right? You're catching a wave here and there, running. But you just need a straight push all the way, right? Because we're just losing time. Like let's say for example, we had stayed mid and we push this out, and then we push 2 waves. We get 2 waves. Okay, who gets top wave? Zoe spawning. That's your solution, right? Let's say we go top after we clear this out, and we push it all the way. Zoe goes mid. Okay, we're good. Everyone gets all the waves still, right? But what about this case where we leave mid wave early, and then we go top, and top wave's already dead, and then Zoe doesn't get mid, and we only get 1 wave here. Okay, now the team is missing 3 waves somehow, right? So that's kind of the reasoning behind we gotta clear / push this current wave at the very least, right?
Okay.
Before you go do something else. So when do you rotate? When you are collapsing. Right. Your team wants to do something. Okay, I'm coming up to fight. We're gonna fight this when they siege. Right. That's when you want to rotate. Or let's say someone died and you just pushed out. Okay, maybe we can defend this tower. Right. But in all cases, you need to make sure that you've either cleared the wave, pushed the wave, and when you go help, you can actually do something. Right. So when we go help here, you can't stop her from getting away. Right. There's no way. Right? Even if you ulti, there's no way. So here the goal is, we're gonna push out waves, right? Then we should push out mid, right? You just give up this top tower. This is not gonna matter, right? Fjord's just gonna die at this top tower no matter what. So I think it's just in solo queue, it's not making too much of a difference if you try and save the tower or not. You just need to make sure you're pushing waves, right? So that's the big thing that's going on here. And it's like, oh, okay, we're going bot to help here because there's a fight going on. I think that's fine as long as we can get something out of it, which I think we do, right? Okay, nice try on the W, but kind of again, we didn't really get anything, right? So you stay. You have to stay. It's your job to stay, right? Everyone else's job is the base, but it's your job to push as hard as you can because you need to generate gold somehow, right? You can't generate gold, by defending a tower, right? You have to be afraid that they're gonna dive you at any given moment, and then you're gonna miss some CS because they're walking up to get in range of whatever diving ability they have, like Aurelia stun or something, or Yasuo or Tornado. So you don't want your AD carry to deal with that. Right. That's why you have your jungler, your mid laner, and your top laner, right? And your support, right? Everyone else can go help, but it's kind of your job to push out these waves, right? So yeah, and then in this case, after you have cleared a wave, that's when you can look, right? So that's kind of the difference in these examples is kind of use the situation to your advantage. So let me show you something that happened in my game. That was pretty much the same thing. I don't know if you were watching yesterday's stream. Were you watching yesterday's stream?
Some of it.
Did you watch the coaching session? Because we went over this as well. So let me see. This is similar to your game, except I was the one who was getting smashed. Okay, so look at the scoreboard, right? What's going on bot lane?
Yeah, doesn't look too good.
Right, it's not good, right? So in these cases of you need to catch up or you need to make yourself strong for whatever reason, which is also in your game when you're the strong person, you need to get stronger, right? Honestly, in every game, AD carry needs to always get strong no matter what, because if you don't and then your team throws a fight, the enemy AD carry is strong and you guys lose, right? So in these cases, what do? You need to push out waves as much as possible, right? So it doesn't matter what my team is doing. We need to find a wave to ourselves, right? And then we also need to make sure we don't die, because if we die, we're not. That's time not being used to get waves, right? So fast forward, we're going to just push this out, right? And then since Corki's coming, we can't push this out, right? So we're gonna wait here, right? But the idea is, how often am I changing lanes? Let's take a look. We're just pushing until the exact scenario that happened with you happened, right? Where there's a fight going on mid, and you had just cleared this wave, right? We had just cleared this wave, right? We're gonna call these minions before we take a look, right? And then after you kill it, you take a look, right? Oh, okay, what's going on? Can we help this? So can you help this?
I guess, yeah.
It's a maybe, right? So it's like, okay, maybe we'll take a look. And then we'll see what happens. It looks like they're trying to dive for something, and then it looks a little bit better. And then it's like, oh, we're getting caught, so that's kind of awkward, right? Turns out that we probably could not have helped because Corki is here somewhere. So we went too early, right? We even went too early. So fast forward, all this shit happens. Maybe you can stay and help. I don't know. It's unlikely. But instead of basing, we would rather push out waves, right? So let's fast forward and see what's going on. All this shit is going on. They got pushed away. What do? You don't base, right? You can't base. You need to push out waves. We're currently losing minions. If you're losing minions and you can base, you'd rather not base, right? The only time you would base to lose minions if your team is trying to do something like we need to defend this Baron. If you don't base, we're gonna lose Baron. Then you have to base and lose the minions, right? Or we're trying to make this dive happen, and your team is hell bent on doing this dive, and you're like, okay, I'll base and come help, or something like that. I don't know, but you need these minions are your number one priority. So this is similar to when you went top to defend the tower against Aurelia, and then you base instead of pushing out the next two waves. You gotta push out the next two waves, like pretty much. No matter what, otherwise you guys are losing too many minions, right? So what happens if we base here? We're gonna lose minions, right? So we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. So team is distracting them mid. That's fine, right? We can get all these minions here, and then we can leave, right? Then we can do something else, right? Which is Krugs.
Yeah, I just feel like every time I push like another wave, for example, bot lane, like you're doing that, like the wave you push, first, that's fine. I would also do that, but like the next wave where you call it in chat as well, I would not push that wave.
Wait, this one here?
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So here, what's the problem here? Okay, Kled is coming, right? So what's your escape plan? Can you come up with an escape plan here?
You have Ian flash up, but I don't play Kai'Sa a lot.
So there's something like you would stand next to this wall and trying to avoid the ulti. But if his ulti goes through, then right after it hits you, go over the wall, right? Yeah. So if he chases you with flash, then of course you're gonna die. But what happened here is that there's a fight going on mid. Kled did not go mid, which is important for your team, right? He did not use ulti for this mid fight. So if you can nullify, if you can bring someone down here and get away, you're winning,
that's good,
right?
Yeah. But
right, so
when you flash for that.
Oh yeah, you're not you're useless right now, right? So your flash being worth anything, okay. If you can get your flash to be worth anything, that's good, right? You consider that to be very good, right? Especially when you can't do anything otherwise, right? They shouldn't be trading anything for your flash because you're you can't do anything, right? So that would be very good. We would consider that to be very good, right? It's stalling is what we're trying to do, and then it's like, oh, do we base? No, we need more money, right? Fast forward. Okay, what's going on up there? Can you help this? No. Okay, go back. You go back to pushing, right? Okay, Kled ultis this time. Okay, what's our escape plan? Maybe go over this wall, right? I think at this point we're just like, fuck it, if he comes, he comes. Yeah, we're just gonna do it because he has better things to do, right? He turns out he went mid. Okay, you keep going, right? What happens if you base and go top?
Well, the wave you have bot is gonna push towards them.
So you lose two waves, right?
And you can't even be sure that you can help top.
Exactly, you can't help top. Let's be honest. You go top, they take the tower no matter what you do, right? Yeah. Looking at this team comp, you can't do anything. You go top. So give the tower, take two waves versus give up two waves and then you still lose the tower, right? So you definitely take the two waves, right? There's no reasonable way you can say you can defend this. So fast forward, we take the waves and then they didn't keep going. So if they had kept going for an inhib tower, we'd be winning that, right? Because all our people are spawned and we can base with an item and then we can fight, right? And all our ultis are up. So this is unless you can help, you gotta keep going down that lane. Okay. Just like in that Jhin game when Aurelia was like 30% HP, you got to keep going. You got to push it out all the way, right? And then all of a sudden, what happened? We have enough money for an item, right? Is kind of the end goal. And then, okay, we go mid now, right? We stay mid, hopefully, and someone else goes somewhere else, right? I guess we're going bot. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I guess we're going bot. Clear this out, take Krugs, shirt, base for Stinger. Okay, and then this is when fights are happening, right? So remember how we're like clear the wave before you go, right? Same thing. We clear the wave before we went, right? And then we go help. So what happens in this fight? Whatever this is back to normal gameplay where we're team fighting, right? You already know what's up. So I think you did really fine in those cases. It was just situations where you could have gotten more money, you didn't, or unwinnable fights like your jungler is ganking and then you're getting counter ganked, right? Or you have less people, so you needed to get out like as soon as possible, right? Those are the places where you should look for improvement versus the mechanics section, because I think you're doing really well, except sometimes W was kind of weird, but you're doing really well. So all of a sudden you can do something now that you have items, right? Is the general idea. So but no matter what, you need to be finding ways to scale, no matter what, right? Literally no matter what. If your team is winning and you're not scaling and the enemy AD carry scales, it's 4v5, right? Or if you scaled and your team is losing, you can still win because AD carry is strong, right? But no matter what, you have to be scaling. So
okay, so if I was pushing bots, like now I'm talking about your game, like you were doing, and I didn't know where Kled was, and he came and he killed me bot lane before I cleared the entire wave, wouldn't you call it a mistake though?
Right, that would not be too good, right? Because then if he freezes it, you guys are donezo, right? So what's the idea is, if your support is here, we're going to 2v1. Or if you have a teleport, we're going to 2v1. Or if you have flash, you have an escape plan, right? But let's say if you're just standing in the middle of the lane. Oh, wait, this is the wrong replay. If we were just standing in the middle of the lane, right? Let me see. Where is that section of we're afraid of Kled OT, right? If we're standing in the middle of the lane, you're 100% dead, right? So the reason why we're standing here is because we have a way out, right? So what happens if you don't have a way out? Well, you maybe you can at least get XP and sit in this bush, right? Until he shows up mid. Then you can push.
Okay. Yeah.
But you need something, right? You need something. You can stand over this wall and get XP. It doesn't matter. But you kind of need something going on here. So
okay.
It's basically what can you do given the circumstances, right? If we had ulti, maybe we could even like auto attack ulti over the wall or something crazy, right? But it doesn't matter what champion you're playing. You have flash, I hope, right? So something like Jhin could be like, you have 2 traps here, and then he ultis you, you W, and you walk away, right? That could be one. I've seen that before. Or you can just W flash. Anything like that could be working, right? So that's what I would do, right? But it's still the same concept. You still need to do this, right? Especially if you see them, like the enemy Draven is like, I need to use my lead to go, fight. So it's your team is there to stall him until you can get strong, right? That's the general idea. So
okay.
Let's see your Ezreal replay.
Yeah.
How about that?
I will try to find it real quick.
I feel like Ezreal is also not doing as well as I thought he would because I don't know. Last time I keep picking Ezreal, sometimes Mundo shows up and you're like, oh, I guess what can you do, right? Or if you get behind, you're like, damn, this is unfortunate. But hopefully Ezreal's working out for you.
I think it's okay. I mean, it's very safe in a way, but I think you can pull out a lot of damage anyway in fights, and I think it's pretty good because there's so many bruises. He's pretty good at kiting. Just need to know what state I recorded the video. Place team. But I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to choose which champs I want to play right now because Caitlyn is fucking in the dumpster,
Yeah, dude. I am upset about that too. I've actually started doing. Have you seen what the Korean meta is right now?
Yeah, it's random as fuck.
It's insane, right?
I don't even want to. Dude, it's terrible.
You don't even want to try that, yeah. I was trying it. It seems pretty good. Right now I'm playing something like Kaisa and Brand, right, and Twitch even. Anything that kind of has impact early mid game, no matter what, and can scale. So my problem with Jhin is that the game you just saw, you know, what can you do,
Well,
right?
yeah. I mean, it's
Against
only good if you're ahead because it's just utility, I guess, basically.
exactly. There's
But
no real comeback mechanic, right?
yeah, not really, no.
So let's take a look what's going on here.
Okay. Apparently, I can watch it from YouTube because I
Oh,
uploaded
really?
it, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you set it to public or unlisted?
Oh, I have it public. I'm pretty sure. Like, it should be. I got an email about it being copyrighted, so I guess that's why.
Try setting it to public or unlisted or whatever, because that might fix it. If you can still see it, then it's not taken down yet, right?
Oh, maybe you can guide me. I'm really terrible at this. Is that? Oh, it's Danish. Holy shit, you can.
Yeah, I can't read it. I can't read it.
Yeah, good
Oh,
luck.
no.
It's probably. What the fuck? Can't you like edit? Nope, not like that.
It's like a video manager, I think it's called in English, or yeah, if you can edit the video and then set it to a certain
Edit
whatever.
video. Let's see. Loading. Great Danish internet. Public, yeah.
It's already public.
And that's
okay.
private, yeah.
Well, try unlisted and see if that changes anything.
Unlisted?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be really strange. And then send me the link again, because then it might make a new link, but.
What the fuck do we even? There we go. Holy shit. Wait, now it's not there.
Go to video, yeah. Or maybe you have to go to like video manager or whatever, right? Yeah. Because it's unlisted now.
Holy shit, what is this quality? Maybe there.
Let's open the video and then send me the link.
Oh yeah, I can just
Hopefully that should work.
Yeah. There it is.
Alright, let's take a look. Come on! Oh, rip. Yeah, I guess it's just not working for me for that reason.
That's really weird.
Alright, well, we'll just watch from your screen, I guess. So
okay,
are there any specific parts that you wanted me to take a look at?
No, I literally can't remember the game before I see a little bit of it, I think.
Oh baby, this is winning. Oh, we gotta run.
Losing.
Oh wait, how do we have no flash?
Oh, I'll scroll back. It's
okay. Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah.
Okay, they have Kaisa and Pike, and you have Braum Ezreal. Sure. Seems pretty good as long as you're not getting hooked, right? You can just kill Pike straight up. Oh, okay. What's going on? A lot of crazy shit going on. Someone tried to invade. That's not good. Maybe you could have waited for you guys to push before invading, but okay. I think that's okay. I think that was borderline fine, right? Why would I say that with your E?
Oh, with my E? Because we knew Pike were not in lane, so
no,
she can't really...
If I said it was borderline good, why is it not just straight up good?
I don't know.
How much mana do you have after you do that?
Oh, okay.
Right, so if you watch Bang or anyone else play Ezreal, they'll only do that when there's 0 risk and they have full mana and they can land auto attack and then throw a Q after, right? So a lot of conditions have to be met for you to do something like that. It's like, oh, getting the mana flow, ban, proc, and the Klepto is really nice, but at what cost? Now you can't do anything, right? If all-in breaks out, you have 2 Qs and an E left, right? So now that if Pike goes in and you guys aim Pike, it's not 100% sure you can kill him, right? We don't have enough mana. So, wait, how do we have no flash? What happened?
Oh, yeah. It must be really early. What the fuck? I can't even remember.
What the heck? When would we use flash in this situation, huh? Not sure. Oh, I see. This is a free kill, right? Just E4 it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm trolling.
Okay, back up. Okay, so how do you know that this is gonna work or this isn't gonna work?
I mean, if we get a Bromstone early enough for Nocturne to follow, but we couldn't.
There's no way, right? So in terms of making, when you want to make a play, has to be 90% sure it's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, you would just walk up and look for it until you knew whether or not it was gonna work, and then you would either flash or not flash, right? So the reason why you die later is because you're pushed up without flash, right? And Pike has two ways to kind of screw you over, which is his dash and his hook. So there's no way you can really kind of get away from these kind of champions. Like, say for example, Thresh has two ways to force your E, like his flay and then his hook, right? So if you get into range of his dash, that's why you're dying, right? Or even if they have a Trundle, right? Pillar is automatic E, so you just you have to freehand dodge Pike pull and his dash or whatever. So it's kind of dunzo, right? So in these cases, you want to if you have no flash, you need to make sure that that blast cone is gone and that he's not down here or your jungler's here or something. You're ready for a counter gank. But if you fast forward, that's gonna be the reason why you die. Is we're pushed up, right, without flash. So what's the solution here? Well, we don't necessarily have to push, right? Okay, you see Trundle, then you can push, but you also have no mana. I think is a bad habit. I think in terms of ability usage, right? We saw in Jhin too, we were using W a lot. This guy just straight, like we said, he straight dies to Braum if they try and go on you. But we do have a bad habit because we couldn't cast our E that fight, right? So I would say when you're playing Ezreal, when you're playing Jhin, make sure that for Ezreal, it's most helpful to watch Bang play Ezreal, and then you'll copy what he does. Yeah. Because when he makes sure he has a lot of mana. I'm pretty sure. To the point where
like on cooldown basically.
Oh, he Qs on cooldown?
Yeah, basically. From what I've seen.
Oh, so the videos I was seeing was he would always hold on to it unless he needs to push for whatever reason or he's going for some kind of hit. But
it just looks like he walks from side to side and just tries to Q every time it's possible. Like
interesting. But yeah, definitely make sure that we have enough mana to do something, right? For sure, because it'll limit your options if you don't have these abilities up, right? Like with the Jhin W, it's just it limits your option. Like you were trying to set up for Rakan, but you needed Rakan to mark him with his Q or something before it could work. So or you needed to auto attack, or you needed to grenade or something. So otherwise, it doesn't work, right? In this case, fast forward a bit, we're just back to lane. Sure. Pushing is gonna be dicey here, right? Yeah, slow push is great because if they gank, then it's really hard for them to kill you. Sure. This is some kind of slow push that I hope the wave's getting to the tower. Okay, good. Fast forward a bit more.
For two things, to suck some hard candy and suck some dicks.
So everything's all good. Oh wait, back it up. How did this happen? Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's watch this. Braum is leaving. You gotta leave, right? So pause, right? So what are we doing here? That's kind of dicey.
I guess we're staying around in a 1v2.
Right, it's 1v2. You can't do anything. You're not gonna get these minions, right? Because what's gonna happen is he's gonna run forward. He's gonna throw his Q. You lose your E, and then you have no mana. So it's not. No matter what happens, it's not gonna be good. You gotta go help your Braum, whatever he's doing, right? Because going to go help for this assist is worth these minions you're losing. You're gonna lose these minions no matter what, right? So you needed to be here, I think, for this fight, right? And then we walk up 1v2. Oh my god! Wait, you can do that?
You flash to stun.
Yeah, you can. No. You can E his hook. Okay. I felt like I should have known that, but I have not seen enough Pike. So pause, right? It's kind of. I think one of the big issues you're having is how do I know I can go help? Right? How do I know when I should be going to help? So the kind of conditions that need to be met are one, you can do something, right? And Yeah, it's pretty much. You can go do something if you can help. Well, yeah, one is you're in range, right? So if it's top side, you can't go help. And two, you can actually do something, right? So in the fight that was happening in your jungle, how did you know that you were winning that fight? If they stay, if the enemy team stays, how do you know you're winning?
Because he's already dead.
Well, back it up a little bit more before it becomes super clear. Like when Braum starts leaving. Right, so when Nocturne starts pinging, how do you know you're gonna win that?
Because your numbers.
Yes, you have more people, right?
Yeah.
By the time their Kaisa and their Pyke get here, that jungle's gonna be dead, right? So that's how you know you have more people. And two, are you in range? Were we in range to go help?
I mean, if I went with Brom, I would be in range. Yeah.
I would say so. So let's say we didn't do either of those things, and now we're stuck 1v2. You should stay at tower, right? Because anything that's 1v2 is losing something. You lost your mana, you lost your flash, you can't get anything 1v2. So if you don't go help, you have to make sure that you're staying safe, right? Otherwise, you're gonna lose because you have a number disadvantage, right? Is kind of the idea. So I think we do have some kind of issue when it comes to going to help versus staying, right? So as a general rule of thumb, if you can help, if you can do something for whatever reason, then you should go help, right? And then if you don't go help, you need to make sure that you're staying safe, and then you're able to push clear waves. So staying safe in this example would be maybe hiding in a bush where it's pinked, and then you're soaking XP,
just wait for them to push.
Yeah, exactly, or wait for them to push, right? Anything like that. But now we're in a situation where we have no tools to do anything. You have no mana, you have no ulti, right? We have no flash. That's actually why you die later. It wasn't because we lost our flash in the first few minutes, but rather we lost our flash here, right? Oh my god.
He comes in weak ganks, and I didn't really expect him to come back.
Right. You have to wait because it's 2v3. Same thing, right? They have more people. So oh, we're just dead here. Oh, I thought you were gonna dodge it, but you're just gonna die here, right? There's no way out. Oh my god. Oh my god. I screwed this up. Wait, back it up. Hold on. Back it up. Let's watch this.
Oh, that's too much.
What the hell? Okay, if Trundle is here, you're definitely dead. But I guess he didn't come back. But sure, we go for this, and then we need to get the hell out. So what went wrong? What did they do wrong? What do you think? How come they didn't kill you? Back it up again. What abilities can they save to kill you?
Like Kaiser W, but she uses I don't know. That's fine. I mean, I just think Pyke missing ult is the biggest thing. Right.
He could have saved his dash and his ulti, and Kaiser could have saved her ulti, right? So you're pretty much just solved prom. You're just dead, right? So the big ideas I think you should be looking at, or the next thing you should be working on, is this idea of when do you go help? And okay. Chunked her out. I think that I don't think we kind of want to ulti that. I think if we get there, we can get some minions. But that's just me. But I think the big idea you want to look at is can you go help? And if you can't go help, you should maximize farm, right? Maximize your farm and make sure you're not 1v2ing or anything like that. So in these cases, I think there are a lot of times where you could have gone to help, but you didn't look, right? Or you tried to help when you shouldn't have helped, right? I think is what we're seeing in these replays. What do you think?
I think most of the time when the stuff happens, I look at the minimap and see like how many numbers we are and how many numbers they are, and if I even need to go help. But I think it's really hard to like identify whether I should actually go or not.
Oh, someone's dying here.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Because
even if you eat a Braum, you get pillared. There's no way, right? There's no way. So wait, back it up to when that started. This is the idea of, you just gotta run. This Braum is dead. You gotta run. Every man for himself. So when this is also kind of Pyke. How Pyke is pretty strong, right? Because you could just so many ways to get onto you in the mid game stages. So but without flash, you have to know that you need to run from a gank, right? Unless your Nocturne is literally behind you, then you guys are winning that, right? But yeah, you just had to make sure that you knew he was coming and you were ready to run, right? So you have to stay away from Pyke dash range and then eat his hook, for example, right? And then maybe you could be okay. But I think the bigger issue is kind of this idea of when do you go help, right? So one thing that helped me was I had no idea, right, when I was first trying to work this out, right? So also I think you should save your ulti too on Ezreal. You need this ulti, right? How do you kill Pyke when Pyke goes in?
Bromstone.
Right, and then you need to ulti him in the face because they have heal, right? So I think you could be getting better value out of your ulti, but I think that's besides the point. One thing that helped me the most was watch a bunch of replays and fast forward to parts where they leave the lane. Okay, and you're like, okay, why did they leave, right? And then you try and figure out a pattern and then implement in your gameplay, right? But the general idea is, if you're in range and you can help, you should take a look at the fight and then say I can help or not, right? I think in these examples we're in range and then it's like, oh, we can help, but then somehow we don't make the connection that we should go, right? Oh, okay, what's going on here? Yeah, you want to stay away from this guy. Oh, okay. Sure, maybe we can push this out. Your flash is up in 5, but Nocturne's not here, so you should expect another gank and or a TP gank. We don't know if there's words behind this or anything like that. Okay. We can clear this out. Sure, fast forward until something interesting happens. We see the Trundle at Rift Herald. This is fine. If we can get out, we're winning. Oh, what the heck? Okay, they're all dead for sure. Oh, Nocturne has an ulti, so maybe not. But I think they're all gonna die, right? Hopefully they would die here. They're in such a bad spot. Oh my god, Kai'Sa is fucking disgusting. Sure, fast forward. I think. Oh my god, you guys couldn't get him. Oh no.
Nope.
Okay, that was unfortunate, but you played that fine, I think. Nothing too much to worry about. Push this out, right? Of course. Push this out, and then you can base. Sure, fast forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to hit tower, right? You want to just base. So you can get a good recall off, right? Wait, back it up to when all that just happened, right? When you were hitting the tower for a bit. How do you know you want to base after you kill these minions?
Because they're back in the lane and we don't want them to be able to push all the way into our turret, I guess.
Right, exactly. You don't want to lose any minions, right? So the tower damage is not worth as much, especially when first tower is already off the board, right? We're actually in threat of dying here, I think. Oh my, he fucked that up so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, you were dead to he could have dash ultied and then he could have stunned you. You know what I mean, right? You were so dead, right? So yeah, you just want to base. Remember, it's all about clear the wave, push the wave, and then you can do something after, right? So after you push that wave, you just needed to run. You just needed to go, right? I think you staying there is just unfortunate. Okay, this is 1v2, you don't want to do anything, right? Same thing as last time. How do you know that Nocturne doesn't count as a person?
Because he's not in range.
No.
He doesn't have ult up?
Yes, he doesn't have ult. So you guys are losing this. We already know before it happens, right? He has no ulti, so he doesn't count. Some champions are more ulti oriented, right? Ultimate oriented. Outplayed. Nice, very nice. But back it up to before. When they're like at your tower, right? You want to kind of before this. So you either want to ping Braum to come back, or you want to stay far away from Pyke, right? Because he's the one who's going to engage on you, right? So walking up is dicey. I like the idea of coming up to Nocturne, but honestly, it's just there's no way it really works without his ulti up, right? And if you had ulti, you hit both of them with it. But here I think you just out mechanics your way out of the fight, right? Sure, I think it's okay, but something's going on in your jungle. Yeah, I think you're dying here, so you just need to push and then run. There's nothing you can do here, right? Sure, just get as many minions as you can. Oh, okay, maybe you can stall for time too. But you're just gonna die here. Maybe you can get another Klepto proc off. But yeah, I think we do have problems when it comes to when your support leaves lane too, right? You need to have an even greater what's it called? You need to be even more safe. Margin of safety. Your margin of safety has to be bigger, right? Because you should know it's 1v2. You're losing too much stuff from trying to do something when it's 1v2, right? Okay, this is disaster, but it's not your fault. Oh my god, maybe we can that Kai'Sa is just like statue with 1 HP. Okay, very nice. You found the play. You did. Sure, very good. Right. So cases like when you go help is your team is trying to fight on the tower, right? Something like that, and then push out for sure. Sure, someone wants mid, go top, right? Okay, you guys are. Oh fuck, you guys want to get out. You guys want out. You guys want out. You guys want out. You guys definitely want out.
Oh, by the way, the Ezreal ult thing.
Yeah.
When you watch like fucking LCS or something, or like MSI, at MSI, I feel like every Ezreal just ulted off cooldown.
Right, so
maybe
in
that's different.
MSI and professional play, using your ulti to push waves faster or clear waves is good, but I think there are too many times we were doing it to help Cassiopeia clear mid or something like that. It didn't make as much sense, right?
Okay.
You have to kind of examine the solo queue when to ulti, right? If you watched Hansama, he'll never ulti unless he knows it's good. Even when he has some kind of value, he'll still hold on to it. Like, he can hit someone, he's still going to hold on to it. Or you'll watch Bang, and he'll use it to push waves, right? Push his wave. But he won't use it on other waves unless, for some reason, he needs to clear it because Baron is coming up or something like that, right? It has several uses, but...
I mean, the one I used mid with Cassiopeia that just took her ranged creeps.
Yeah.
I was
like...
That was actually because they were about to dive her.
I don't think she was under threat of dive, to be honest, but... it's like maybe, right? I think here even you want to save your ulti there, right? Like back it up a bit. If we're using our ulti to clear these waves, these minions, right? I think there's a fight about to go on, so your ulti is going to be useful, right? When Braum locks down someone, you need to ulti them, right? I would say that maybe save your ulti more and look for value. It's not like you stop them from getting the tower or anything, right? So maybe you got some extra damage on Jax, but I think definitely could have saved it, right? And then sure, push this, right? This is your job to push. Oh, okay, Cassiopeia wants it, you go mid, right? Okay, good. Fast forward a little. Push this out. Can you help that? Oh, okay, it's over, so you go back mid. Fast forward, sure, you're pushing out, clearing waves. So this is very good in terms of being where you should be in terms of wave management, right? What's going on here? Where are we going? We need to go back mid soon. If this is not working right now, you need to go back mid. Okay, you did. Fast forward a little bit more. You really needed a base, I guess. So you base for some items. Sure. Push everything out. Don't know where people are. Sure. Your team is doing something bot, so you need to be super safe up here. So say pause. So let's say your team is doing something bot, and you really like to push this out, but it's really dicey. This is something where you'd use your ult for it. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Even
fast forward.
It doesn't kill all of the minions.
Oh no, you'd use it to help you. No, yeah, that too, but I would use it to help kill the minions, right? I would stay and kill all the minions. It just makes your clear speed super fast, right? So that if someone was coming to get you, you're already running away, right?
Yeah, so you would take the next wave here or what?
Yes, you'll take the next wave here. And your team's doing something, but you're trying to run, right? Install Baron if they try and do Baron. So, but we're losing minions here. Here you would say you give up the wave to go help Dragon, right? Is the example we were using. Oh, maybe you have to give up minions so you can help the team. You need to help Dragon or whatever. So you come down here, that's fine. Okay, you guys can win this for sure. They're chasing. I think the ulti was used too early. I'm not sure if it's gonna hit anyone, right? Yeah. No. So you gotta save it, right? Definitely gotta save it. This fight is still going on. You can still win. Nocturne has ulti. And they're chasing. Okay, never mind. It looks like everyone wanted a piece. You don't want to continue this fight though. I don't know. Maybe you can look for some poke damage, but oh my god, there's no way. Oh, okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, maybe. This is a maybe. If you had your E. Wait, back it up. What's going on? How do we have no arcane shift? Oh my god, that was ambitious. Holy shit. If she had hit everyone, I think it was doable. But she didn't hit enough people, I think.
She hit like 2 people.
She hit like, yeah. Okay, we're trying to go for Kaisa. Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta run. You want to run here. You want to run for sure. Okay, fine. We try to go for some Qs, but we missed. I think, and then you back off. That's fine. There's a time when you walked forward without E. I was concerned for you, but oh my god, you're crazy. You need to leave, right? I think you need to leave here. It is Inferno, but if you guys die, what happens?
Yeah, it's just even worse. I mean,
you lose Baron.
And get a turret or Baron.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not being productive, right? So you have to be able to reason out why you can stop this. Let's say, for example, you have your ulti up and they're low, and you're looking to use your E on Pyke's Q and flash Jack stun. Okay, you have solved everything. You can fight, right? But in this case, I think it was just really, it didn't really make as much sense, right? You guys could have, oh my god, now you guys can Baron, right? So that's why you guys want to push mid. You have control over this. You run the Baron now. I hope you guys run the Baron now.
I don't think we run Baron now.
Oh no, how do you know you can Baron?
Because the jungler is oh wait, it's not even the jungler. It's the top laner.
How do you know that you have enough damage to do Baron?
Because we have Casio.
Yeah, you have Cassiopeia. Oh, this is free. Kill her ass, right? So yeah, kind of awkward things going on, but back it up. Let's talk about our decision making here after we kill this Jax, right? So, what do you want to do here once
Just
you push this out?
Your way to Baron up, like assist me at Baron, I guess.
Right. You don't. How do you know you don't want to? How do you know you can't do this tower?
Because it's full HP. And because
I would say even if it was
close to mid.
Yeah, they have 4 people. Sure, maybe you have some kind of fake numbers. Your team is too far away. And what tells you that you can't fight as a team?
Maxton is not there. He doesn't have ults.
Right. No one has ult. So
no
you know that this doesn't make sense, right? So this is all kind of going sideways because the fight doesn't make sense, right? And Nocturne can't help. He has no ulti, right?
Yeah.
So I think in terms of other things you could work on too is just don't hit the tower after you push, right? You need to have a reason. Like, what's the reasoning? Oh, we're baiting this fight because it's 4v5 and then we're gonna fight, but you can't fight because you don't have your ultis, right? Something like if we go back to when you decided to get the tower, go back to the point where you killed all the minions, and then we can discuss options. Like, what can you do? Mid. When you're trying to hit the tower. So right after you push this wave, okay, and this guy dies, what are your options here? So pause. What can you do here besides Baron, since we missed it? But
top third.
Okay, I think that's fine, right? We just take the top minions because we're currently losing minions. We can take all their jungle.
Yeah.
We can camp their red.
Yeah.
We can ulti bot, I guess, but I think Camille wants bot, so we can steal everything. We can even steal enough camps to get our item, right? I think it is much better than trying to force down this tower, right? But anything along those lines, right? I think going top here would be great, right? The only argument
as the side was slow pushing, and when I didn't keep pushing mid, I know they will go mid, so I feel like they're losing a lot of CS top at least.
This is true, but it wasn't clear that you wanted to bait it, right? Because even after you chunk them out, you're still trying to staying around, right? Like after you chunk them out, you could have gone straight top, and they can't defend now, right? Or something like that. But and then it just Camille went for some crazy stuff too, right? But it's kind of out of your control. Basically, solo queue is about how can we create a situation that's easy as balls for your team to play out, right? And that's the best way to win the game nowadays. Is how do we make a situation that's brainless for your team? So if you guys went to Baron, they face check, that's brainless for your team, right? In a way, they face check 4v5, you guys are straight winning. Braum just touches the closest guy, and you don't really have to think to win. That's kind of what we want to do when it comes to our decision making, right? Is make sure we're creating good situations for our team. So if you see Camille bot, if I saw this Camille bot by herself, I would say, okay, you danger ping because they're all coming for her right now, right? Anything like pushing mid and going toward Baron here, right? I think you need a pink ward, so you can. Or do you have a pink ward? Did you already get a pink ward? I think you didn't get a pink ward, right? So you need a pink ward and a blue trinket to make sure that we have Baron, some kind of semblance of Baron control, right? Here we definitely don't want to fight. Our team's not here yet. Sure. Fast forward a bit. What's going on? We can even use our yellow trinket in the middle of the lane, right? So we can see where they're going. But yeah, the reason why we want pink ward is so we can check without having to use ulti. Or okay, they could actually be doing it right now. Walk up and queue bushes. Oh, they're on it. They were on it, right? So Baron's super easy to do this pack, but our lack of vision is kind of hurting us too, I think. So sure, we can. Oh my god, wait, they got it. Oh my god, wait, they got the Baron.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, back it up. Back it up. Back it up. They got the Baron.
I couldn't go in front line.
Okay. So let's talk about this. Back it up some more. So how do we prevent something like this? So back it up even more, right? Back to when they're pushing us out from mid lane. Orianna walks up mid, and then pause. So here, if you really like this yellow trinket, you need to put it down somewhere, right? So here you put it in the middle of the lane so that you can see them walk towards that side, right? That way, when Cassiopeia goes bot or whatever to fight for when they fight the top laner or whatever, you guys know they're going to Baron, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is, the reason why people get blue trinkets is because, like you just said in chat, I can't face check, right?
Yeah.
Or you have to queue bushes. So what do? You blue trinket Baron to see if they're doing it, right?
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is ulti it, right? That gives you vision as well. But
Yeah.
the basic idea is
that
kind
fast, but
of right. This patch, anyone can do Baron.
yeah, it's
so
so nerfed.
yeah, I don't know. Last patch you cannot do
I
Baron,
actually liked it
no
when you
matter
couldn't
what.
do
This
it.
patch, yeah, it's so weird. But that's kind of the what we're doing wrong here is vision control.
Yeah.
Right. It's just we don't have a pink. We're not using our trinket, etc., etc. Good ways to use it would be like making a line of pinks to the Baron, right? Maybe you don't have to check the next bush because you have a pink here, right? You're not afraid of a face check because someone put their pink down in a really good spot. So you can walk up and queue it, and then you can put your pink down in the next bush, right? So those are the things we need to look out for. But press play here and see what we could have done without doing that. Let's see. Sure, they're pushing out. Sure, Chunlo clears out this stuff. You need to kill this wave as fast as possible so you can go check. Sure. And you need to auto attack this wave, right? Okay, fine. You're auto attacking the wave. And then next thing you need to do is run to Baron because they could be on it, right? So here, we're running to Baron. Sure. Queue each bush. And then we want to go. Wait, okay, hold on. Pause. This is too slow, right? How come we went to blue? Why did we go to blue?
Because maybe they were trapping. I don't know. Yeah.
Right, not sure, right? They can't. How do they get over the wall to get to you, right? It doesn't make as much. You just need to check the Baron to see if they're doing it, right? So queue every single bush and prepare yourself to dash out, right? But the reason why we didn't make it in time is because we checked too slow, right? I think is one of the reasons, right? Because what happens if you check as they're doing Baron, you guys can aim Kai'Sa, right? Nocturne can ulti her and then smite her so she can't go invisible or something like that, right? You guys can kill someone in the backline for sure, right? You guys definitely could have done something there with everyone's ultis up, right? That's kind of the problem here, right? Is we took too long. We kind of took a weird path to get there, right? We lost some time, and then we also didn't have blue trinket or pink, so that's kind of awkward too. But here, maybe you can push mid. Sure, you guys definitely want to run after. Oh wait, you guys killed 2 people. What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a maybe if you can find some kind of Braum Q. Oh my god. He should not have gone for the pike. He needs to save his flash for Kai'Sa. Okay, very nice damage on Kai'Sa. So basically, what we're seeing is that the biggest. Oh, okay, let's back it up. What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Feels
Okay.
bad, man, when she has stopped.
Let's watch this dive. Okay. Not the worst.
I don't know. Like, maybe I shouldn't go in if I don't know.
Right. What do you think went wrong here?
I didn't account for Jax and the stopwatch.
Back it up some more. In this fighting, for us, what could we have done better?
I have no clue.
When should Ezreal in for Kai'Sa?
When he can kill her.
Right, and the reason why it didn't work is because using our E like that it can be really good. Well, what do we do after we use our E? Back it up.
Q
right
auto.
Well, what were we doing? What were we doing that kind of doesn't make as much sense? Like if you E in as Ezreal and you don't kill them, what do you do next?
Just walk away.
Right, you want to walk away because you got what you wanted, right? You found the winning solution. She has no HP, but the only way you lose is if you keep going and you have nothing up, right? You can't. You have no E. No, when I say nothing, I mean you have your Q, but you don't have your dash, right? So you're automatically gonna lose against the all-in, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine if she has 6 items, same thing, right? She had enough items to do that, anyways. Turns out because Kai'Sa's insane, but this is just some kind of Ezreal team fighting. Is you can't E in like that. It's just that you have to know what happens after, right? Either you kill them and you're happy, or you don't kill them, you chunk them out. Okay, now you back off, right? I also think you should save your ulti because it seems like we're playing without an ulti half the time this game. But okay, fast forward, sure. Oh no. Okay, what's going on here? You guys want to run? How do we know?
Because they're Baron.
Even if they didn't have
my
Baron.
team doesn't have all in case.
Yeah. You have no ultis. Everyone, this is automatic
I
loss.
don't.
Automatic loss. Your ulti matters less than Cassiopeia's or Nocturne's,
Yeah.
but no way you can win this. So you gotta run. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. But something like this would be, we could say, spam back ping the team, right? And if you notice anything like that, it could be spam back ping. But I think overall, the biggest ideas you want to be taking a look at is decision making, right? What are we supposed to do in any given situation is, I think, the biggest thing you could work on, because while the decisions you make aren't like disaster or game losing, I think in almost all cases it could be improved on. Right? Like say for example, you guys got to pick on Jax, you guys could have gone Baron, right? Instead of hitting the tower, which is always going to lead to probably not a good situation. Or how do we know we need to go help the team, right? In those cases. So the way to study that is you go and whip out someone's replay. Let's say Bang, because we're playing Ezreal, and we say you pause anytime and a big something happened, like he killed someone or a minion wave just showed up. You pause and you say, what would I do here?
Yeah.
And then you watch what he does and you say, was I the same as him? And then if not, you have to figure out the difference, right? Why is there a difference, right? Because in these games, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, I would do this instead, and then you did something else, and I was like, okay, what's the reasoning, right? Okay, what's going on here? Okay, now we're just waiting. This is a waiting game. Who screws up, right? Maybe we can push out some, but maybe we can poke them out too when they're trying to clear our waves. Oh, okay, he wants to clear that. Stick down another word. I think that's fine. You guys can definitely still win. You guys are still in a good spot. It's just, oh no. Okay, that's. Oh my god, he got him. What? Insane. Holy shit! What a beast. Wait, you guys are winning. Oh my god, just hit the closest guy and this is automatic win. Oh my god. Oh no, Kai's the OP. Okay. You don't want to flash this. Oh no. Oh, I knew what you were thinking too. You're like stuck by the pillar. You want to go in, right? So it actually turned out to be okay. But let's back it up. Okay. Let's talk about the. Okay, that was really crazy find. I think ulti to follow up could be okay, but if she, why would I say you want to hold on to it?
Because if she insta dies, like if Ori insta dies, it can get better value.
Right. Or if she flashes, you miss.
Oh.
Right. How do we know we don't want to flash in here? Back it up. How do we know that this is kind of dicey as well? Oh, okay. We also eat backwards, which is kind of awkward, but
yeah.
How do we know you don't want to flash this wall?
Because I'm still slowed.
It isn't like. How do you know you can do something off this flash?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I need to.
Right.
It needs like Braum needs to hit a Q, I need to hit a Q, and I'm like barely in range to hit it.
Right. It's our flash is too important to be used like that. And now, like at the late game fights, how good is your flash? What's the value of your flash? What could it be?
It's pretty high.
Yeah, you can win a fight by baiting and engage, or you can assassinate backline by using E flash or Q flash, right? So we used it kind of didn't make sense to use our flash for something that we couldn't figure out, right? It didn't make sense that we had some immediate value out of it. They could have walked away, right? So I think maybe. Oh wait, you guys can end. You should totally end.
Totally end. Orianna is up now.
Right. So how do we kill Orianna is 3v1, right? Cassiopeia is ult too. So if she tried to defend, maybe we could look for the end. But I think going top here is fine as well. Right.
I don't know. I've lost many games trying to end like that, so I just.
That's fair. Taking the safe path is fine. Like it was unlikely you guys could have ended, but if you guys somehow found the kill, like I don't know if you like if I were you, I would check the tab to see if Cassiopeia has flash. Right. That's an indicator that we can end the game. Is flash Orianna, right, or something like that. But now we gotta run. Oh Jesus! Oh no!
Fuck,
oh
so that is unfortunate.
No! That's Baron.
You're so fast.
Let's back it up. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay, so I pushed this, which could have been done faster.
You gotta run. Yeah, you gotta run. You should. I don't think you should have stayed to finish the wave. Right? Why is that?
Because they have chase down, I guess.
Also, where did you E to? Wait, hold up. you kind of that you use your dash to. It didn't
just
help
wanted
you
to
get
get
away.
because yeah.
Right, but look at the path you're taking. Right, you
Yeah,
could have walked
I should
straight.
go down then, but I
yeah,
saw the ward and then I didn't want to go that way.
yeah, it's kind of strange.
So,
In there, the idea. So remember, in the mid game, we're like, oh, we need to clear every wave. That's our goal. And now the idea is you need to leave. You need to run like hell because they're gonna TP behind you, right? If you stay too long, or they're gonna catch you or something like that. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's inting straight. Oh, he got away. Oh no, yeah. So disaster is happening because
because of that.
Yeah, I think for you it's very much less about mechanical skill and more about figuring out what you need to do in any given situation and why, right? So in that case, you're like, okay, we can get the tower, that's nice, but oh my god, he's dying to super minions. Oh my god, oh my god, he almost died. Yeah, the big idea there is you need to know that you need to run and reset so you can go fight for a Baron vision, right? Okay, I think if your team dies here, they're gonna end the game. So you guys should not go for the stop. There's no way. You don't have Nocturne ulti, so oh, he's dead. He's fucked. There's no way. There's no way. Stop. Stop. He's dead.
No. Here comes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? Excuse me? There's no way that should have worked. Wow, what a beast. But yeah, I think for you need to work on your decision making skills, right? And if you can, what's it called? Make the same decisions every time you see the scenario come up. Like, team died, we couldn't help, we should push out the wave. You do this over and over again, you'll know immediately when it happens, right? Or team is fighting and we can help. Then you can take a look immediately, right? But the biggest thing that'll help you is watch replays of other people and you say, what would I do in this situation? And watch the same person because you want to copy the same person. Otherwise, it's like a lot of people do things differently. Like really, like Bang and Def do very different things sometimes in the mid game. But watch one person and compare your decisions to theirs, right? And that'll tell you whether or not okay, maybe your reasoning might be wrong somewhere, right? In terms of what you should be doing, right? That's how I figured out, wait, why am I not pushing out these side waves? Because I watched replays of other people and they're like, oh, they just pushed a wave instead of helping because helping was useless, right? In these cases, it's very much of every time we went for a tower, we lost, I think, right? We lost something. Or every time we tried a 1v2, we lost something, right? Or when we went for a play, we didn't know that the goal is run. Like, we're finishing off that Ezreal in that other game. Oh, okay, you guys just automatically win this, I guess. But, oh, Camille's not here. Oh, no, you're dead. Here, she's ulting you. Back it up. Let's watch this. Okay, that was a sick ulti. Very nice. Okay, Nocturne ulti looks really good. And then you just want to queue the closest guy. So what do we do around here? Pause.
Ian.
Yes, we Eden. For what reason?
Just to get in range, I guess.
Right, you can't do that. You have to save it. Always, okay? Remember, what's the value of your E and your flash? You can one-shot Kaisa. Or take out all of her health, right? So we E in here, I can't do anything, right? So that's why you die to her
I thought we
W.
were winning the fight like right before I eat.
Right, but even if you're winning, the only way to lose a winning fight is to have poor value, right?
Yeah.
Or get one shot, right? So it's just, we basically fought without your E this fight, right? And then it didn't matter what you do. You could press all your buttons. You can press. You even used your archangels. It doesn't matter, right? Your E was just so poor value, you lost, right? Like, imagine if you had it, you could E over the wall. That's winning, right? You would say that could be winning. So sometimes I think in fights we have some mechanical issues, but overall the decision making I think could be a lot better, right? So in fights, the idea is your positioning is not bad, right? For Jhin and Ezreal, it's just you use abilities sometimes strangely, right? Like Ezreal ulti or Ezreal E or Jhin W, right? I think are the big offenders what we saw. It's just don't use your E. Right? I guess you already know after watching these, but you can't E forward unless you know 100% it's gonna be good, right? Like what's the idea? Okay, E forward on Kaisa, we're just chunking her, but you tried to finish her, which is why you died, right? E forward in the fight down here, we didn't really have an idea, right? But overall, the biggest idea is the decision making. Okay, so the first step for this is, of course, you could go watch replays of other people and compare what you do. But the best way to start doing this is ask yourself, once you've pushed a wave, what do I want to do next, right? And first is, a fight breaks out, can I help? You make the decision now. I say, can I help? Okay, yes, you can go help. Otherwise, you push out. You try and maximize your income. Okay. And then when it comes to towers, I think for you, stop aiming towers. Yeah.
The bot lane thing where I hit turret was more of a panicky thing, I think, because we're behind, and I'm like, okay, we gotta get a push in somewhere. Like I know it's not the right choice to do it, but I do it anyway because we're behind, I think.
Right. The idea is, this is what I think is, if we're behind and you try and get the tower, there's no way. It's just not gonna work, right? So I would rather reset and come back to lane at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
But I got extra waves on them because they made a mistake or whatever, right? You were getting extra waves on them because the tower was killing minions, right? And it's gonna push back into you. So you should be happy with that. That's already winning, right? We would say that's already a good situation. So I would say just don't go for towers. I think whenever you aim towers, something bad happens, right? In these games. So I would say don't worry about trying to get an advantage from tower damage or whatever. You don't need to do that, right? You honestly don't need to do that for solo queue. Like whatever rank you're at, it doesn't matter. I don't have to do that, and I'm already a challenger. So it's like that's just min-maxing, I think. Or for competitive, tower damage is important. But for solo queue, it's a trap. Okay, it's a trap. Don't do it. When it comes to figuring out what to do in the mid game, remember money is #1 priority. And if you can help a fight, go help. Otherwise, make your money. Okay, pushing out waves is super important, I think. In these games, you're doing really well with that for Ezreal. And then something else happened, like a Baron. We had to do some kind of Baron check. But to help with that, you should get Blue Trinket at level 9. And you should buy pink wards, right, instead of a longsword. There's not much else to say besides vision control for that one, right? But for sure, in both games, I think decision making was a big factor in whether you won or lost, right? I think it was a big outcome in terms of your team had to react to this decision, or we didn't react good enough to our team's decisions. So I'll definitely say take a look at that, right? I think your map awareness is good. It's just now we need to figure out how to make the right decision off that, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, biggest focus is whether or not to help the team, and in all cases, make as much money as possible by pushing out waves and clearing waves, right?
Yeah.
For fighting, you were really good, except sometimes it was like strange E's or flashes. So, what were you saying?
It's just the thing with pushing out waves. I think it worked better on Ezreal because he has mobility in his kits, so it's like way more safe to do it than it is on Jhin, and that like frightens me to just push another wave because there's a really high chance or risk. I mean, that I lie.
Right.
I feel like there is at least.
Yeah, I would recommend not Jhin because of this stupid shit that's coming up nowadays. Like, I don't even know if you ever outscale Aurelia, for example, right?
No, I don't.
Because last patch, Aurelia is cancer, but maybe at 5 items we could do something. Like we could kill her before she kills everyone. But now it doesn't work that way. Now this new Infinity Edge doesn't do anything to her, right? Or something like that. So
what would you recommend? Because I've been spamming Ezreal because Caitlyn is bad, and like I don't know. I stopped playing Saya because it went pretty bad.
Yeah, that's not good either. My recommendation is if they pick something that can't move, right? If they pick Kai'Sa, Brand is OP. If they pick Draven, Brand is OP, right?
Wait,
how come?
Brand?
Because they can't do anything, right? I mean, I personally like Brand bot, right? Because if you're Brand Alistar, they can't lane, for example, right? Anything like Twitch, I think is a little bit better, but he has his own problems as well. Like, what do you buy third item, right? I think that Kai'Sa is very good if you can play Kai'Sa.
So what do you buy on? Did you say Twitch?
Oh yeah, Twitch. I do press the attack and Blade the Ring King. So the reasons why Twitch was not good last patch is because remember Xayah Rakan and Kaylin Morgana, right? All these combos, you can't stop it. You always lose. But this patch, it doesn't exist. This patch it's all gone.
Lucian Ezreal. Isn't that
right? So you ban Lucian and then you win the game, right? Or you can play Lucian too. If you're a mechanical player, you can try Lucian, right? Like looks like there's a lot of Lucian in your rank as well, right? I think he's really good. So anyone who is high impact, early mid game, and can scale. So the problem with Jhin is that sometimes your impact comes from can you land your W and you don't scale as well, right? So
Mm.
so it's like it feels bad. I think Ezreal is fine, as long as you don't use your E strangely. But
Quinn.
yeah, I probably wouldn't play Quinn, but if the weeks develop and the meta doesn't change, maybe Aurelia is something you might want to practice in normals.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm actually not really.
Yeah, it's pretty
Sun
stupid.
is
Like,
pretty too easy
let
to
me
hit.
see.
So
There, I played a
don't know.
normals game. I was like, why is this good, right? Let me see if I can find it. This one. I played a
You played
normals game. I
normals.
was like, I feel like this is a losing lane, and then watch what happens level 1, right? We almost kill him level 1.
Nice
He's
kill.
actually dead there, right? He's
Yeah.
he's actually just dead. If I play that better, I just didn't know how much damage we did. But 2 auto attacks, he was half health. So
That's
I was
pretty
like,
insane.
this is kind of stupid, right? So I would say something like Aurelia. I think Swain is getting there. I would test that stuff first and practice to a normals, but you could consider those as well. I would say
That's
Brand is a
messy,
safer
guys.
bet. But
If I like Brandon ADC, I'm gonna get fucking incident or something on the
Alright.
US.
That's true. But
There's
I
no
think
way.
when I was testing Brand, it was looking really good. Right.
Yeah, okay.
It's
I
just
played
there's.
versus a Seraph actually
Oh
today.
no.
With a
Oh
Kame
no.
support, that was pretty insane.
Oh yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
would stay away from Jhin personally, but if you really like him, I guess you could keep playing him. It's just
52% win rate, Puggers. Even
right,
though all
right.
those games are red.
Um, it's not good. This is not a good indicator of
Yeah, I know. It's pretty
how good the
actually.
champion is, but it's
Yeah.
just no one is playing this shit. It's not good, right?
Nah,
If anything, they're doing some kind of lethality with Comet, and it's still
just
what
get
phase,
poke, I
right?
guess. Yeah.
Do you see any AD carry mains playing this? I don't think so, right? Cody's son, he lost. He took Predator.
Bastion.
I guess. I mean,
Sneaky.
I guess unit counts. I don't know if he's winning, sure. But yeah, it doesn't seem very good, right? Especially compared to the other shit that's coming around, right? So I would say, definitely stick with Ezreal if you really like him. But the bigger issues are not champion related, right? These decision making ideas, I'd say, is what you should work on. Okay.
Yeah.
First, if you're lost, always watch a replay and compare decisions. But for you, I would say go into game for like the next 10 games, 20 games until this is a habit, right? Your habit you're trying to develop is when you see a fight break out, your decision is, if I go now, will it make a difference, right? Does my numbers advantage matter if I go now? The answer is yes, you got to go, right? Otherwise, you make as much money as possible and you backping them, you say I'm not coming, right? That's what I think you should work on, right? For post mid game stuff, it was pretty much tower and Baron related, right? So I wouldn't worry about that too much. Just don't end the tower, and I think things will look better. But for now, this is what I think you should work on. So
Okay.
Sound good?
That sounds fair.
Right. So let me know how that goes. And if you do want to work on other stuff like mechanics, it's just holding on to your abilities. I think for you, you just gotta hold on to it even more. Right, like Ezreal ulti, I think, and yeah, pretty much your Ezreal ulti is something you wanna hold on to. But mechanics, it looks pretty good. You even outfight your way out of spots you shouldn't win. Like Nocturne came in, you like tried to bait for Nocturne, he just insta died, and then you still won somehow. That was interesting. But the mechanics are overall fine, right, compared to your counterparts. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's just very much mid game ideas, right? What should you be doing? Right, and Baron opportunities, I think, is a big one because you can win the game off that. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, sound good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, cool,
Thanks.
cool. Any other questions before we wrap it up?
Yeah, when I play Ezreal, when would you go? Like, because I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's second tier into Archangels. Is that just like good when they have high burst, or?
So Archangels gives you more damage on your Q and auto attacks, right? Because of the way Manamune works, right? So if they have, let's say they have no tanks, right? Then Archangels is just insta win. You just hit someone, they die, right? But if they have something like 3 tanks, I think there is consideration to not get tier immediately, right? Maybe you want to get that Blade of the Ring King or something and get your Trinity so you can kill these guys. But tier is always going to be very good.
Tier like every game more.
Right. So let's say let's take a look at Ezreal and say, okay, what are people doing? most of the time you're gonna see this tier comes out immediately, right? You get the Jhin, tier Trinity, boom, Archangels, right? And it's gonna be because most games aren't gonna have mega tanks, right? But let's say you're playing against a Mundo and you get a tier. You get this. This is what I did. It was an accident. I learned this the hard way, right? They have a Mundo. You get this. What happens?
Don't do any damage.
How do you? It's really hard to kill him, right?
Yeah.
Even I had an Executioners, didn't matter, right? So, you look at these guys. Most of the games, they're not gonna have like tanks of the other team, right? Oh, okay, no tanks. What do you get? This is just straight up Archangels, right? Sometimes they might do Blade the Ring King, right? Like in this case, Pilot did Blade the Ring King. Oh, look at that, Mundo. Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, you can't get that tier because you can't kill him. So
Okay.
well, most of the time you're gonna want that. You're gonna want that tier. I can't even think of other cases. It's just straight up Mundo. And,
Only Mundo. Okay.
I think it's only Mundo. Yeah. But
Malphite?
yeah, Malphite. I think Archangel is still pretty good, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I would say, right? Everyone else is getting this Seraphs, right? Is there another example of when they don't get Seraphs? Here we go. What's this? Stitch is doing this. What is this? Oh, okay. Maybe Singe counts.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's pretty strong.
Yeah, I would say Singe counts, right? You can't kill him with Archangels, so that's unfortunate. But most of the time you see this coming out, right? Let's take a look at this one. I'm curious. What's this one? Oh, interesting. I probably would have gotten a tier here, but maybe he just didn't want to or something. I don't know. Strange, but I don't think there's a real need to really go for this poppy. But whatever, right? You get the idea.
Yeah. Okay. Because I noticed that people were buying it mainly when like the other team had assassins or something. Like
right.
It's just because it's squishy champs as well.
Dude, the shield is so good too. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like double dipping. You get defensive and offensive just because you have a mana immune, right? It's like, oh, that's kind of
So
seems
good.
good.
Like, super good against
Good
squishy
interaction
champs,
on
yes.
one champion only. Seems good, right? But yeah, that's what I think. So.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Sounds good. Any other questions?
Yeah. I think that was all.
All right,
If
cool.
I have
Let me.
anything, I'll
Yeah.
let you know.
Of course. Yeah. You have any clips you want to show me, and you're like, okay, what would you have done here? I'm always down to answer, right? So send those my way. But the thing that helped me most was straight up watching a bunch of replays, pausing, and being like, okay, I'll do this here, and then see what they would do. So. I would notice that I was like, oh, I would base here, and he's like, he went straight for a side wave, and I was like, what the hell, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe basing it is probably not the best thing you can do after fights are over. So yeah, that's just one example.
I actually have one last question.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I got coached by another guy like over a year ago, and I think he said he coached you at some point as well. I just wanted to hear like if you knew him.
Oh, who is
what
he?
is his name? He was like an analyst for some.
Is that
Scythe, I think.
Scythe?
Or Safe, like Scythe.
Oh, I didn't get coaching from him, but I sent him I think I sent him a VOD review. And that was about it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really get any like formal coaching or anything from him. So.
Okay.
What did he say?
No,
for you.
Oh, for me? Oh, it's a long time ago. He said that I was very vicarious. That's like the main thing I remember. So, like the thing with going a lot forward and backwards, which is kind of like the thing I'm doing now when I'm looking for a fight and like halfway going forward and not going forward anyway. You could argue, I guess. But
interesting.
It was in another way. That was like the thing I remember mainly. It's so long ago.
I think I sent in a replay, or maybe someone else, but I didn't really get formal coaching from him, so I don't know what to say.
No, I think I'm not sure it was you. It could have been like he said he worked a lot with ships, I think as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I think he mentioned you as well, but I'm not sure. Like maybe my memory is unclear. Who knows?
Interesting. But yeah, let me know how that works for you. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
All right. Cool. Have a good one and good luck in your games. Let me know if you find some other interesting picks that isn't Brand and Aurelia and Vladimir.
You should try Seraph. It worked pretty well actually.
Okay. I'll take a look. That might be my brand counter. So.
Oh yeah, you need a brand counter.
Yeah, I have a Yasuo counter. It's called Volibear already.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We'll see how the bot lane develops.
Can't wait to play that shit.
Oh yeah. Imagine playing Jhin against Volibear. Good luck, dude.
Holy shit, yeah. You're fucked.
Yeah. Tell me how things go. See, let me know if you see anything interesting. So.
Yeah, sure. Have a nice night.
You too.
Day.